The RainBird SST Smart Controller makes it easy to set up a watering schedule you want for your yard. However, what if you want a schedule that not only keeps your yard green, but also saves the maximum amount of water? How do you know how much water your landscape really needs? It's simple to find out using the Runtime Calculator software that's included with your smart controller. RainBird designed the Runtime Calculator to make it easy for anyone to create an efficient watering schedule. The Runtime Calculator considers your geographical location, the kinds of plants in your yard, how densely they're planted, how much sun they get, the type of soil in your area. All these things affect how much water is best for your landscape. In just a few minutes, you'll have a custom-tailored watering schedule for each zone assigned to your controller. A schedule designed to optimize watering times for healthier plants, reduce water usage, and a lower watering bill. By the way, the Runtime Calculator software works whether your irrigation system uses standard sprays, impacts, or rotors, but it's not for use with drip irrigation. Before we start, it's a good idea to walk around your yard and make sure you know which areas of your landscape are watered by each zone in your irrigation system. Each zone consists of all the sprinklers connected to a specific valve. When you're ready to start, insert the CD into your computer. On Microsoft Windows machines, the application should launch automatically. Macintosh users double-click on the CD icon, then on the icon labeled SST Mac.
Welcome to the RainBird Runtime Calculator.
A short introduction will explain how the Runtime Calculator optimizes your watering schedule by considering each zone in your system individually. At the end of the introduction, the program asks you to enter your zip code and the number of zones in your system. Now click Create a New Schedule to begin entering information about your landscape. Start by entering a description of the part of your landscape this zone waters. Now select the types of plants that grow in this zone. Let's say your side yard has a mixture of plant types. If you are unsure as to what you are being asked to input, click on the question mark for a more detailed description of your options when you're completing any of the categories on this screen. Next, select the amount of sunshine this zone gets during the day. Plant density means how much of the surface in the zone is covered by plants. Let's say in this zone it's medium. Refer to the photos on the icons when selecting an option that matches your yard. Land that slopes can cause water to run off before it sinks in. You'll enter that information right here. The type of soil in your yard is another important factor that affects whether the water you supply sinks in or runs off and evaporates. Click on the question mark for details, or ask your local garden center or nursery if you're unsure what kind of soil you have. The last item to enter is the type of sprinkler head you're using in this zone. Just click Next to move to the next zone and follow the same steps. While you're completing all your zones, you can return to any zone at any time and change any of your entries. Just click on the zone number in the menu bar. When you're all done, we're ready to calculate your watering schedule. Click Schedule and let's take a look. Here it is. For each zone, you know the days of the week to water, the start times and the number of times a day to water, and the length of time for each zone. You can customize the schedule right on the screen too. For instance, you may want to group watering on only certain days of the week. Click on any of the watering day circles to drag it to a different day. You may also prefer to water at certain times during the day. Click on the up or down arrows for any of the watering start times to change them. You can mouse over the flag that appears in the corner of any start time you've changed to see what the originally recommended time was. And just click the Edit icon for a zone to go back and change any of its entries. All that's left is to save your schedule, so you can come back and modify it anytime you like. You might want to print a copy to bring along when you transferred the information to your controller. You now have a professionally prepared plan that'll save valuable water and help keep your garden healthier. And with your RainBird SST Smart Controller, it'll take no time at all.